Manchester United have made this mistake of paying player massively.
More than their ability.
He shouldn't have started Kobe Mino as a 9. Alejandro Garnacho has been very, very horrible. I'm not saying the Euro of Lille that time. Crystal Palace 2, Manchester United 0.
So what do you ask me? How are you feeling at the moment?
Well, as a Manchester United fan, I feel so bad, and Manchester United has been a club that I love from childhood. But then I think Ruben Amorim has the system, but then the player they do not fit into the playing style. So I think some players need to go. Players like Oilon, players like Alejandro Garnacho, and player like I think Fernandes is still trying a bit. Me, I think Fernandes is just a player that will just you give the ball, he will shoot. He's not a player that can hold the ball. Deep lying playmakers like De Bruyne,
can do all the all-rounder.
Martin Odegaard, those guys, they are a proper 10, that they can hold the ball very well and control the tempo of the game. When Pogba was in Man U, Pogba was holding the ball then Fernandes has the freedom to score, to do all the assists.
So which kind of midfield are you going to categorize Bruno into?
For me, I think Bruno is just a player that need a solid defensive midfielder and a
box-to-box midfielder to complement,
exactly,
to make him tick.
Yes, to unlock his full potential. Yes. So that's what he's the kind of player that he is. So I think player like Zexi, no, you cannot categorize Zexi as a striker or as a proper midfielder.
Even his role in this team is not even very clear, because
it's undefined.
Yes, he's not on the pitch running around doing nothing.
He's undefined. He cannot hold the ball. When you give him the ball, he loses the ball. He miss passes a lot. So those kind of players, they just need to go. And we need players that they are passionate about playing, not for the money, but for the club,
for the name,
and they will have passion for the shares. You understand? Those are the kind of players they need. I think player like Eriksen, Casemiro, those players are the players now that they just need to go. And then I think Casemiro is in 350 or 300. So I think they just want the guy to want the season to end, and those kind of players will go so that they can bring in fresh players.
Yeah, right before this game commence, you'll be hoping that yes, United should be able to win this game, because as it stands now, that they suffer this starting defeat. So what do you think the way out is at the moment?
The way out for me, I think from the start, he shouldn't have started Kobe Mino as a 9. Yeah. At least there should be Ugarte, Fernandes, or Ugarte, Mino at the base of the midfield, so that they can soak the pressure of team like Crystal Palace. Starting Mino, and you have not used that kind of player. He has never played that kind of role before as a striker, so it's kind of odd to me,
So let's talk about Alejandro Garnacho's gameplay. The guy was, he was very, let me say, woeful, because
horrible. Alejandro Garnacho has been very, very horrible. Over the last 10 games or so, he hardly dribble one-on-one. He does not have a successful dribble.
Do you think this game is quite big for them to win or something?
Yes, I think they find it difficult to beat mid-average team players like all these Crystal Palace, Brentford. Whenever we come against teams like Tottenham, like Arsenal, we easily, we can play them.
So what do you think the cause of that is?
For me, I think that is inconsistency. You win today, you lose tomorrow. You win today, you draw tomorrow. That's inconsistent. You have to be consistent, if you want to actually, make the top 4, make the top 6 in Premier League. Premier League is a very, very tough league. I mean, it's even the best league in the world as far as concerned.
Which kind of players do you think they should bring in? And do you think that they have the pool to really catch big names to the team?
Actually, for me now, I think the escape route for them is if they can actually win the Europa League. Yeah, that one will push them, to the Champions League.
Yeah.
Then, a team going for the Champions League, then at least player can, player that have the people that have passion, like all those players that are upcoming players that have passion, can just come. Okay, I I want to go and play for the Champions League. I think for me now that's the escape route, because if we should continue with this kind of performance, I bet you we cannot even make the top 6 at the end of the day. I bet
it's very, very bad.
I guarantee you we cannot go to make the top 6. So I feel they just need to do a massive clear out. You know, Chelsea did one thing, they sold most of their players. I know most of the players that they have, most of those guys they haven't even played for 2 seasons. The likes of Palmer, the likes of Vega, I think they have sold Vega actually, Sancho, and you know those guys they don't know each other. I think one of the problems that has actually been in Man U, you know, this kind of can cost thing, you know, that can cost people like
the dressing room is not quite.
Yeah,
it's not very
yes,
in good order.
You know, they are not in one accord. I think even our captain currently does not even have say over the dressing room.
Yeah, sure.
He does not have say. People like Garnacho will be, you know, playing ball, then you collect the ball.
Like his game is quite it's immature. Like the way he's playing, he doesn't really, you know, suit the man you like kind of player.
Yes, that kind of passion. We have people like Greenwood. When Greenwood was at Manchester, we all see what
he drives, the energy, the passion is there.
That driving force was in him. You know that there's this kind of DNA in Mason Greenwood, this kind of Man U product that we have then. At the moment, Marcus Rashford too has that DNA. But I think when some players start coming to Man U, and you know, there's this kind of campus, I can just do the way I like, I can club the way I like, then I can train.
I think the defining factor as regards to the Rashford deep performance, do you think it's the pay?
Yes, actually, absolutely yes. The pay is too much for me. If you look at the team like Liverpool, the highest player that you can see that is any day is Mohamed Salah. And if you even check the wages of Mohamed Salah, I don't think it's up to 350.
I think it's 350 or something.
Yeah, or 350. So if you check Liverpool team, you see them collecting any 150, 100, 200. So even before you can see a player now collecting 200 that you may be likes of Van Dijk, that you can see that
Van Dijk is on I think 280.
280. So you know a player like
Arnold is on 180. These are top players.
So these are they are world class players. I can call them world class players, Alexander Arnold. So I think Manchester United have made this mistake of, you know, paying player massively
more than their ability.
Exactly. So those has been the, you know, things.
So as it stands now, so what message are you having for the coach to really get the team going again?
I think the coach just you know, he needs to talk to the players. He just need to put a kind of confidence. If you look at Ancelotti in Liverpool, you know, though the man met some players that actually good, but actually when you look at Liverpool team, you cannot pinpoint one player. This player is exceptional. You cannot say this one is exceptional. No, they play as a team. The
collective effort is there.
Yes, actually, except for world class player like Mohamed Salah, that we can actually point, okay, that this one is a world class player. But when you look at the other players, they're average players, but then they're actually playing like it's as a team, and you know, they have this kind of confidence where whenever they play, when you pass the ball, you release the ball fast. Then when you lose the ball, you know, you retrieve the ball fast, and then there's not this kind of when I pass this ball to you, you don't know what to do with the ball. You understand? I give you ball as a player, you are supposed to know what you are going to do with the ball. Not me passing for you and you know, you don't know, before you know, your opponent will just take away the ball from you. So I think the coach just need to, you know, talk to them and put some confidence for them that, guys, you are playing for this shirt, you know, you really love what you are doing as a player, then you need to step up your game.
Okay, so let's go back to this question. Who do you see on the team shipping out comes the end of the season? Because like the team selling out comes the end of the season.
Okay, the players that
you think are not really fitting the team and you want them to be sold.
Well, number one, Oiland, Zegzi, Garnacho.
Just came this season, you know.
Yes, he needs to go because I cannot say this is the wing that this player is playing. I cannot say he's a midfielder. I cannot say he's a striker.
Don't think it's down to the way the coach is using him.
Yes, well, if the player and if the coach can actually get the best out of him, yeah. If he feels that he has confidence in him that he can get the best out, then he can leave him. But you know, player like Dalot, like even Euro, have not been, you know, Euro has been up and down. I've not been seeing this kind of thing that when I watch his clip before we bought him, I'm not seeing the Euro of Lily that time in Man U. So the players like Euro, they need to go. I think Maguire is still trying. Maguire can still stay for me. Matthews Delete can still stay. Kobe Mino, well, Kobe Mino has been consistent, but last season he was trying. He was trying.
The most shining season for him.
Yes, I think he can still stay at Man U, but we need backups. Maybe Mino can just be a player that we substitute player. 70, 60.
That midfield, that present midfield. Do you see them working together as their midfield comes next season?
No, I don't see that. But
you're not trusting the midfield?
I'm not trusting the midfield because now Ugarte is still trying as a defensive midfielder. But I think now, for me, I think we need a replacement for Fernandes that can give him a competition. When a player has a rival in a team that is performing.
It brings about competition, and yes, I want to nail my spot in the team.
Yes, I want to get a starting shirt, a starting bet in this team. That I think the best of Fernandes can come. We need the replacements as in traditional 10.
As a United fan, how are you feeling at the moment?
Well, I am feeling bad for my club. I love my club so much, no doubt, but then I'm not happy at the moment. But then,
as regards to football.
But then,
so where do you see United finishing come to the end of the season?
At the end of the season, well, I think maybe top 10.